60-40 Tribe. I think 20, especially considering how close this has been throughout the first set, or for the first part of the season. I mean, it's been neck and neck the whole way, multiple match points, even when Chasmic Gaming lost. And to me, this vote is not enough love for Chasmic Gaming. Again, I am picking Tribe. I am with the people at home for the most part, but Chasmic Gaming, I think, deserve a lot of love as well. They have actually done the thing. They've won it once. I think coming off hot of an international, I'm going to go with Tribe here for the momentum, for what I've seen with my own eyes. You know, the big stage is where it happens, and I think they deserve a little more love. So we'll agree to disagree. I mean, me and Reddy still both rolling with Tribe, but F dot nonetheless, that's where I'm thinking.
That works. You guys roll with Tribe. I'm going to roll to the couch and watch this set. The picks and bans are already flying through, guys. You got grand finals. I'll see you on the other side.
Yes, sir, brother. Great job as well. And again, we'll see if F dot, the lone man going with CMG on the desk, can get this one right. I think it's going to be tough, though, like you alluded to, Reddy. And to start off the draft here on parallel plays, no Shelly allowed for either side, understandably so. I think we have to see that ban keep rolling through, especially if you don't have that first overall pick.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking some of these bans in here. Sam, the final selection from CMG already. This is pretty characteristic of the guys. You put RBM on the Sam, you watch him go and see what he does. But Tribe Gaming have the opportunity to counter. I mean, if anything, they kind of already do have sort of a counter. They have B, but having B reliably shutting things down on the right side is, I think, going to be kind of tough, since RBM can still sneak up and use some of those obstacles to his advantage. Tyrant also on that Stu is going to be a decent counter, but since he has so much speed, Sam is still going to be a pretty formidable opponent. They might have to go for the triple tank counter.
Yeah, they may have to just triple down. I mean, Sam is somebody I don't really foresee being like a huge defensive threat necessarily. And now with Gale on the field too, not only is he my favorite brawler, but this is a little interesting that this is the choice that they roll with, especially when other tank counters have been significantly more prevalent, right? But I do think Gale has some merit here, at least historically. They can either roll with the slowdown star power, or they can go with the stun. I think the slowdown right now is super frustrating to go against. I think they're just going to sit Gale back on their home zone, hold off on defense, and just keep RBM away. They know how seriously they have to take RBM in this brawler. One of the best tank players in the region, always pops off in these spots, and they're going to pick their choice here of Gale to be the one to defend. We'll see if they can do it successfully here. It's going to be Chasmic Gaming in A versus Tribe Gaming to kick off our grand finals.
I know you're happy to see the Gale in here, and you know what? It's good to welcome in the old man from time to time, but we got to see the pincher on the right side. Tyrant, he's already sort of supered up to the left side, maintaining his position. Things taken care of on the back right now as Livy gets to push forward again. Looks like he didn't get any intel. That Toast was over there and almost gets taken down. Just 9 health remaining. Thankfully stayed alive. A slow on RBM too. And as long as Gale posts up on the right side, RBM's going to have a real rough time making things forward. Tyrant on the left also a lot to deal with. Toast has a huge responsibility here. He has to help RBM get forward. He has to defend the left side and get the pinches all over again. And Tribe Gaming, among all of this, are still vastly in the lead.
Yeah, and they're going to be going down with the freezing snow choice as well. Again, they're going for that slowdown on the RBM. They've been shutting it down pretty successfully so far as Tyrant skates his way down the left side. Push back from Zulon. RBM just struggling. It's a perfect counter, a long lane, and a great shot for Zulon to really shine there. Tyrant still causing a lot of ruckus on the left as the percentage points are just too overwhelming. They just need to dip their toes into this a little longer as Zulon pushes him back. The final 2%. It's going to be too low of HP though to finish it off, so CMG going to hold off for at least just a little longer.
Well, CMG will be able to get some capture off of this. Thankfully, things are able to rotate over to that right side soon enough. The jump pad is really helping them take control of the right side. Easy pinch on the right. And RBM has to be shut down. He's not quite able to get the kill. Never mind. Gets the kill onto Zulon. And as Livy has to start taking care of him, this could be the comeback for Chasmic Gaming in A. Tribe Gaming, they committed really hard on that left side, and now they're having to pay the price.
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous for them, if I'm being honest. You know, this could be a perfect defense. They've got the rubber duck playing defense. They've got Tyrant, who goes down immediately and now climbing in percentage points. It's CMG, the launch pad, a good shout as well. Love the choice. Mobility on this map, especially when getting out of your spawn, is so valuable. But They can't send anybody on offense because it's all CMG right now taking over. A double kill here for RBM. Toast assisting as well with his utility and a lone Tyrant. Not enough here to defend. This one is getting very quickly out of Tribe Gaming's pockets. This could be a comeback for CMG if they're not careful. Toast hunkered down. RBM alive and well. And the perfect plays coming in from Chas.
Control was gone and RBM was in position. It was just like clockwork. Toast reliably farming up the supers, providing space for RBM. They made it look kind of easy, honestly. Tribe Gaming, they were frequently filtering out of spawn, and RBM just does his thing. Walk forward, take a kill, maybe get some healing from the super next. But Tribe Gaming, they almost started this one off strong once again. Tyrant tries to catch people by surprise on the left, but Toast, he's being smart about it. He's giving RBM more space on the right side, focusing more on defending the left. Tyrant's still going to be able to walk away from this one, though, and he has the super to make it work. RBM also shifting over for a bit of assistance, but he loses focus at that right side. Tribe now get to capture their own zone, and CMG are also missing a lot of walls on the left side.
Yeah, we're going to have to replace our segment here. No longer play of the game. It might be just set of the day if they keep it up like this. Tribe Gaming have a lot of work to do as well to hold on to this. They've captured their own zone, but haven't done a ton of work onto the other side. So Fade and Toast still getting those much valued percentage points. And it's going to be a 1% difference maker at the end of the day. Desperately trying to take down old Lobber there as a 2v1 RBM, just putting in work on the right-hand side as this Livy finally takes him down. It's Tyrant's turn, though, to try and get some percentage points for Tribe, and it's just not happening right now. Only 1% gained in that interaction. Zulon blowing RBM away, and we'll hold on a little longer. It's all going to come down to who can get the best offense going for themselves.
I'll put my chips on Tyrant on the left. As long as Fade runs out of these salty barrels early on. Toast also looking to charge up that super. Tyrant's dodging these shots well. And he's farming up the supers quite reliably too. So Chasmat Gaming in A. They don't mind feeding the super to Stu. Got it. On the right side, RBM with this super trying to push forward. Zulon and his Livy are doing their best to defend him. He might be able to reach the heal in time. No, denial from his Livy. But Fade and Toast are now on the case on the right side. Old Lobber down. Zulon jumps over that obstacle too. And it looks like Tribe Gaming might have things under control over here on the right. Tyrant on the left, not going to get caught up by the Sam Gadget. Manages to stay alive, pick up a little bit of control. And no pinch on the right means that Toast gets to grace forward. Chasmat Gaming in A, they take the lead.
They've got the lead, and they've got two players on the top right-hand side. That's a lot for Zulon to handle as Livy jumps in as well. The long-range brawler looks to get up close and personal here with RBM. Plenty of HP to work with, even juggling his super to make sure he stays alive a little longer. A dive in from Zulon as well, super available. But remember, he's not running the stun. It's still enough to get the takedown, but now Jussie has utility down as well. It's Chasmat Gaming 87-65, and this time it's going to take a great comeback from Tribe Gaming if they want to win this game, but they're running out of time.
RBM on the sand, he's a force to be reckoned with. Fade and Toast now at his side, and the percentage just keeps counting up. Tribe, they know it's over. That victory in game number
one of the best to do it. He is a tank at heart. I love always seeing him excel on these brawlers, and he's just continuing to do so, and a big reason why this team has continued to put on insane performances. Over in Heist, though, it's going to be a little bit harder to run those tanks. This isn't a map that always caters to that, but it's certainly possible in the history of this map, especially this year. We've had things like Buzz, Daryl, where you get some, maybe not as much of the Sams, but RBM can still shine here for sure. It's going to be Brock as the overall first selection, a little more of that long-range composition that I pointed out. 8-bit on the other side. Two very normal brawler selection here, and again, it doesn't matter what map it is. I imagine we are going to see a lot of Shelly bans here today.
Dude, I mean, this is simply wise for Chasmat Gaming in A to get rid of this brawler. It was such a problem for Tribe's previous opponents in that last round, and yeah, don't let them have it, even if it is safe zone where she might not be like the greatest. You don't want to run those risks. Tribe Gaming, they start things off with an 8-bit. They got to pick up some kind of 8-bit counter if you ask me. They'll go for the Bonnie, and I'd say the Bonnie is I don't have an opinion on Bonnie into 8-bit is where I'll leave it. B selected on the side of CMG. It's a CMG favorite. They've also gotten the Sam. RBM's just going to go for it today.
I mean, shoot your shot, brother. It worked out in the first one. I'm not going to question the method to the madness if it leads to W's. On the other side, too, I mean, they have 8-Bit, they have Bonnie, but once RBM gets up close to either of those guys, you know, Bonnie's kind of forced to either dive in when in the cannon form, not really going to be able to do enough damage to quickly take him down, and when in the Leon form, too low of HP to really deal with RBM. So this might be the overwhelming effort that they need, and it could still work. Again, we pointed out it's been Buzz and Daryl more so for the tankier side of things, but this time they're just going to run it with Sam. Eve running the spawners here too. Again, RBM going to be able to deal with the spawners themselves pretty well, but Eve going to be able to charge up some free supers, and more importantly, going to do a great job into a single shot brawler like B. So I think the Eve here has a lot of merit, can travel across that water too. I think both sides definitely trying to play these matchups.
I like this last pick. It's pretty much just a restatement of what you said. Tyrant going to be able to float on that water, going to be charging some reliable supers off of Sam, and then lastly block off a lot of the shots from Toast. See if it works that way, as Livy's going to try and make it work that way. He was instantly magnetized to RBM on the right side, and now that he abandons ship, Zealand's kind of getting bullied in close range. Not a takedown into RBM. In fact, he's even able to retrieve those knuckle busters with the super that he charged up. You don't really see that often from the Sam, but if anyone's going to do it, it better be RBM. A lot of damage on the back line so far. Toast gets to farm up a little bit, but he might be more focused on defending his Livy on the left side. Already another gotta go from his Livy. Tribe Gaming now possibly pinching in Toast on the right side. RBM's a huge issue for them, though, that they have to address.
Tyrant electing to go for the extra damage bar power, as well as Zulon dives in, pummels Brock, and now they're going to be running away with it. A little bit of a base race for both sides here. Neck and neck going down right now. It's Zulon dishing damage. RBN all by his lonesome up top. Brock trying to play defense, claiming Tyrant there. Toast returning into action. Zulon hiding, though. Honey Molasses pot drops. Zulon, though, getting well worth the effort, but it's not going to matter too much if RBM...
One trick the Shelly. Yeah, might want to ban it out. Hopefully Tribe Gaming pick up on the similar vibe and start banning out the Sam in the future sets. Otherwise, this could be spiraling out of their control.
They're going to have to reel it back in here and really focus down RBM. But the problem when that happens is in the role that RBM fills is it's going to drive all the attention towards him, leading Fade and Toast into just better positions. It's just, there's no right answer in this situation for Tribe Gaming and Chasma Gaming, almost creating a game that's rigged for themselves. And that's just what the draft can do for you sometimes. But the execution has been perfect so far from RBM as he gets taken down there. 2v2 situation now as Livy returning to action 100% though. On the other side, no damage dealt yet for Tribe Gaming as it's just all offense here from CMG.
Once again, though, Tribe Gaming, if they get one good push in, they could make it work. They're sort of ignoring RBM on the back line. Zulon's going to try and make it through here, deal some damage to RBM in the same go, as Livy taken down, didn't even use his super, and Zulon struggling with the DPS as well. RBM, thankfully, for him, was not able to heal up in time. Tribe Gaming now start to get working the angle on the offensive end. Tyrant has that super. Good start. Work this angle. RBM taken down. This is the opportunity. All of these hatchlings blocking up Toast shots. He's trying to fire around them, but the damage is raining in. 78% remains. Still a distinct advantage for Chasmat Gaming in A. Not quite too much of a counter offense yet.
Still a lot of work to be done here for Tribe, but they do have a build that is meant for doing damage. And now Zulon diving in as well. It's going to be a trade from Toast as Livy still putting in some effort onto that high safe. But now RBM, a big brawler, marching towards his Livy. Going to pop the gadget. Get out of jail free card every single time. They put in a great amount of damage there, 56 to 46 now, only 10% being the difference, but they have to gain position here and quickly. Time is definitely not on their side as there's only about 30 seconds left on the clock as Livy with a nice grab there on the left too. So Tribe Gaming will have another opportunity to try and generate some offense.
Not too much time left. Tribe Gaming could really use a super here if they want to lock in their chances. Fade, he also has a super at the ready. As Livy is able to jump away from it, so he's looking for a more prime opportunity. There's that last one. This could be drive time for Fade. Lots of damage on the Tyrant. RBM presses forward. Zulon's going to go for the base race. Lots of damage in. Tyrant and his Livy have to move. 5 seconds remain. Tribe Gaming in the lead, and that is the final mark. They're starting to come back.
Do his thing, or they have to try and deal with him. It's not an easy choice, but this time it ended up working out for them here. Game number 3, Chasma Gaming with an opportunity to go up 2-0, or Tribe Gaming could tie things up.
Already jump in from Zulon. There's nowhere for him to really go, though. Could be an easy kill for RBM. There he is. Swipes it up. Tyrant as Livy sort of unfazed, unbothered, as Livy is going to sort of rotate backwards to help out Zulon, get that pinch onto RBM. Of course, he's able to heal up sort of more DPS than Zulon is able to offer, so it's a good call. They managed to farm some supers off of it, too. Got to see the push in soon from his Livy. Needs to fire off some hatchlings, and here they come. RBM can also swipe some of these up. Great positioning from the guy. And Toast has the coast clear to go for some big kills. Another gadget out as Fade almost got the kill shot. Good stuff on the right side too, but Zulon and Tyrant sort of roll with the punches from Sam. Now at the perfect opportunity to get lots of damage on that safe. Just tied up, and now Zulon starts to push things below 70%.
This is good stuff from Zulon until he was shut down by Toast. Now a response coming in from RBM, a little over 1,000, but juggling his super well. It's neck and neck right now as B tries to slide through a shot. Fade can't quite connect the super there. 2% lead for Tribe Gaming here. This one is going to be tough. Both of these sides looking to prove they're the #1 team in NA East, as Zulon looks to put a little more icing on the cake. 41-46 right now, a minute to go on the clock.
This is a desperate moment for Tribe Gaming. They're out of the more significant gadgets in the game. Good Gurky super from Fade 2, 41% on Chazmat Gaming safe. In a serious 21% advantage so far in their possession. RBM's going to keep up the aggression on the right side, though. Zulon has some DPS, but he's sort of out of luck when it's versus RBM unless he pops out of that cannon. Good kill on a Toast. Here it comes. The defense on RBM. No, not quite. Big punches in, and a final.
Gaming in a Zulon worth pointing out too, puts up some numbers on his own, but on this game mode, if we see if we see Sam again, I will be shocked. This is knockout. You get 1 life and that's it every single round. Now tanks definitely not out of the question, but if we see him again ready, I'll be shook. There's just no way, right?
I'm going to backpedal a little bit off my previous statement, right? Because, I mean, of all the modes where Sam would be maybe questionable, it's got to be here. Because, like you said, only 1 life, and that's not how we usually see it played. Keep in mind, we are headed into knockout, not safe zone. And, well, if anyone's safe, I think it's Chazmat Gaming NA. They have a 2-0 lead, but they can't get too aggressive. They are going to pull up the Shelly, though, which I think will be useful as we head into the later stages. She has Clay Pigeons, which is very meta for her right now, so she'll still be able to compete at long range. Tribe Gaming, though, they're planning for the end game. Tyrant loves to play this Pam. We've seen other members of the team also switch onto it, but case in point, they like this brawler and it has a lot of resiliency for when things start to close in towards the end. Has that poison, forces everyone to go.
Yeah, I'm conflicted on how to feel about these two compositions because it's Shelly. Shelly runs the world right now. Like I mentioned earlier, 89% win rate so far throughout all of our matches here through this weekend. But on the other side, I really like Gus. I like Pam on this map as well. They have so many health points just between those two, and Zulon can dish out an extra with his super. So I think that's one way to build against this Shelly possibly. It's going to take even a few shotgun shots for Shelly to get through that healing station as well, especially towards those in-game. Can be really devastating towards the other team. But Chazmat Gaming electing to go with something we haven't seen in a little bit here, going with Bo as one of their choices. They pick up RBM's Barley as well, which Barley, much less surprising, but Bo one that I'm a little surprised to see.
Final selection now coming in, Sprout from Tribe Gaming, the ultimate turtle up comp from Tribe Gaming. Maybe with the exception of the Gus, but still we'll be able to save that for the final moments. I think Sprout is also a good response to that Barley. Barley is really, really troublesome behind the Unbreakables, so we'll have to see Tribe Gaming sort of work around that. Sprout's a good all-rounder, doesn't lock in as much reliable DPS as Barley, and it can sometimes be a bit harder to hit your shots, but I'll trust his Livy with the responsibility of playing such a brawler. What I really want to know about, though, from Chazmat Gaming NA is how are they going to execute on the Shelly? I have seen these guys play the bow a bunch of times. Okay, there's nothing really to break down there. It's the Shelly that has my attention locked on. Who else to play the aggro brawler than RBM?
Gotta do it right. I mean, he's clearly earned that role for his team. One of the most fun parts about watching Chazmat Gaming, especially for this squad, is they all kind of fulfill different responsibilities. And so for RBM, that responsibility is pulling out the shotgun and blasting some foes up close. But don't forget, she has that gadget as well. She needs to go long range. Right now, Tyrant suppressing RBM, though, on this left-hand side as everybody builds up some utility here. RBM punishing him a little bit for it, though. Pops the gadget. No kills going down yet, but especially a professional level knockout, early kills are pretty unheard of. Everybody plays it safe, looking to build up all of those supers, and then at the end game, that's where the chaos goes down.
Well, the hotter topic of discussion is who's going to get that super first, because Tyrant absolutely needs this from when the poison closes in. He's standing real close to the edge of the map. That poison's bound to close in momentarily. Tribe Gaming still working for these. We'll see the first hedge come down. It doesn't completely block off Toast, but it affords him a bit of space to work on Fade. Tyrant also getting blasted in the face. Here's the Mama Squeeze down. A takedown, 2v2 between the two. RBM, Fade, one after the other. No, Fade's still alive. Zulon looks for the final bit of damage, but Fade remains alive. And Chazmat Gaming take the round.
Not only do they survive, but Fade comes into the next one with a super. Toast just put down some mines as well, trying to trip up the enemy here. Pam seemed like a pretty decent response into RBM. They've got the gadget, which really helps into RBM. Of course, the Scrap Sucker going to withdraw some of those shots that RBM can have. But as Livy, haven't mentioned too, but can play this brawler really well. Sprout's somebody that he's certainly used to. We talked about RBM fulfilling that role a lot. Well, Sprout is one of those specialties for his Livy as well, and they're doing it so in a great fashion. It's going to be hard to beat his Livy on such a strong brawler as well, but today RBM and the teammates making it look so good. For now, though, it's actually the blue side being backed away. RBM looking to say something about that, though. They're going to have to be careful. Tyrant daring to move closer. Zulon hanging around as well. Super going down. Bubble being distributed. It's going to be a gadget going down as well. The healing station on the ground. The cutoff from Sprout to the mines, at least keeping them back for now. And the last call to push them away. Thrower battle on the right, while just so much action goes down on the left.
Fade has been filthy on this Barley. He's been avoiding so many of the shots from his Livy, but he's getting tapped up now. Also see the healing coming in. Zulon just barely staying alive. Got to see lots of damage in here, but Toast and Fade are alive and healthy. They're going to be taking the second round and the game.
Grand finals. And Chazmat Gaming, again, a fantastic team. They've done it before, but 47% of people at home, I thought it would be Tribe Gaming before the day even started to be the first team to get multiple grand finals in NA East. They're only one game away from losing out on that. Chazmat Gaming NA have put on a show for the people at home here today, and they're looking to do so for one more game to crown themselves monthly finals champions.
Let's see if they're able to execute on it. Tribe Gaming this time, they need to make sure that they don't feed that super to RBM, but it might be sort of inevitable. Already a super for RBM, and Tyrant left kind of hanging out to dry. He doesn't have anything to work with once everything starts closing in. Big wall break too, another Clay Pigeons popped, but no value so far. RBM seriously low on health. He's also trying to preserve that band-aid for the later stages of the game, or just for those moments where he sees an opportunity to go aggressive. So far, though, so good for both teams. Maybe less so for Tribe Gaming because they are missing a lot of walls. There's the turret down to RBM at risk of falling. There it is. Toast and Fade only kept alive by the healing medicinal bottles. Toast now going to fall. Fade left alone on the top right. Tribe Gaming managed to take the round.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see Tribe take this one at a time, right? One round is exactly what we needed to see them do to just claw their way back into this one. It's not even about the reverse sweep right now. I think it's just about their legacy, about the dynasty that is Tribe Gaming in this region. Going down 3-0 to any team on the planet is unheard of for them. They had such a strong performance at an international level, and now they come home and maybe the competition in NA is just built a little bit differently. Healing station available for Tyrant. They distribute the Gust Bubble there for a little extra HP. Slowly going to dwindle away. RBM holding on to the super. Fade with the last call available to him. Once again, it's going to come down to the fog closing in.
Tribe Gaming seem to be equipped. Here comes the turret. Mama Squeeze active. Toast trying to dispel it immediately. Fade also chiming in to deal with it. Taken down by the gadget combo from Zulon, and RBM's just barely alive. There's a super as well. A takedown to Toast, and RBM is a one-man army. He's got to finish things off here, and he's avoiding a lot of damage so far, too. Also, have to be mindful. There it is. The
first one, and that they really needed to see. Momentum is a crazy thing, and mental a big part of any esport, and Brawl Stars is certainly no exception here. To kick things off, it's going to be Toast actually laning the left-hand side. They're going to send Shelly to the mid. Very interesting choice. Maybe try and catch Zulon off guard with a gadget. For now, it's just going to be Tyrant holding on to the left-hand lane. Big, beefy Pam is a lot to deal with for anyone, and Toast doesn't necessarily have the range to where he can get a quick pickup here. And of course, a continued battle of throwers here on the right-hand side is this Livy playing one of his most iconic brawlers against the Fade Barley.
I will say, though, Fade's doing a remarkable job at keeping him back and also dodging out these projectiles even when Overgrowth is active. He seems to be able to dodge these out, but he's playing at max range. He's bound to get hit by one eventually, still avoiding most forms of damage, and also using medical use to stay alive, ready to spring into action at any moment. RBM, gotta see the exact same for him. Standing just on the edge of the bushes, managing to avoid a lot of the shots from Tyrant, not giving away his position too much, but at the same time, could get stacked out here. Lots and lots of damage, and now the gadget down from Fade. Tyrant sort of left alone, completely surrounded, not taken down just yet. There's the kill, and he's got the healing. Now blasted out of bounds into the poison by RBM, and that's the round for Chazmak.
Tyrant went for gold there, dropped the super in a 2v1 situation. Of course, Pam was equipped to maybe deal with that, but once RBM had that super that pierced through the healing station, that forced Tyrant back into the storm, it was a pretty tough thing to come back from. And again, I think they're going to be looking for Pam towards the in-game here to lane up against RBM. They want to make sure they have access to the gadget for Scrap Sucker into RBM, but he's just too darn good. The aggression has been unreal, and now Sniper Shelly on the loose as well. Zulon taking some heavy heat. He's going to have to back away. Has a super available, but holding on for dear life at 750 HP, barely surviving. Post, RBM, Fade, all with supers now, and things looking very scary for the sides of Tribe Gaming.
So if he has a super, if he's able to push past Fade, they will be able to sort of block off RBM a little bit. Could do the same for Toast on the left lane. He's trying to find that positioning for it. RBM's still going to have a bit of room that he can sneak through. Poison's also bound to be closing in momentarily. Fade now with the super in. Lots and lots of damage on the left side. RBM still alive. Tyrant at risk of falling. Zulon gets tapped up. It's a trade. Down goes Tyrant. And Chazmak Gaming, just like that, they are your monthly finals champions here in NA East.
For the first time in 2 years. Goodness, rotating the phone too. Caught me off guard a little bit. You scared me, brother. For the first time in any match in 2 years of BSC gameplay, Tribe Gaming have been swept. A dynasty brought into question now after such a strong showing at an international level, and now being 3-0 swept by Chazmak Gaming. Congratulations to the back-to-back monthly finals champions.